Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is what we are getting into today. We are doing dip powder on press-ons. I know. I haven't played around with dip powder in a hot minute, and I've had a few requests for it, so we're going to do some press-ons with dip powder today. So I am going to be doing the gel method with dip powder. I just prefer that myself, but if you want to use dip liquids, you totally can. But we're going to talk a little bit about the gel method when it comes to doing dip and dip over extensions or press-on nails. I've had a lot of questions in the recent past about certain things or techniques or steps that may have been unclear in some of my previous videos. So we're going to clear some of that up today. As you can see, I just applied the gel base coat to the entire nail, and then I'm very gently putting that into the dip powder. I'm going to double dip a little bit to make sure I have complete coverage over the entire nail. And then I'm going to cure for a full minute. And that replaces your activator. You do not need activator when you are doing dip powder nails. The lamp that you use to cure the gel replaces that activator. So you don't need it whatsoever. All you need is gel base coat and gel top coat. That is all. I'm going to do 2 coats of each color on each nail. We're going to get into some super fun stamping later. But let's talk about some more of these bad dating bios, because I still have so many of these. They don't stop, okay? They just keep coming and coming and coming. And if you are on the dating apps and you have some bad dating bios that you have seen and you want me to roast them, please feel free to send them over to me. All of my contact info is always listed down below in the description box, so you always know where to find me. Send me all the things. I can't wait to see what you guys find on your side of the dating app world. But we're going to get into some of mine. So buckle up. Let's go. So Michael definitely made me giggle a little bit. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, where's the lie? But I have questions. So he does mention we may as well be fucking our phones. And I understand, like, that's a very valid thing to say. But he also mentions that he's looking for someone who's kink friendly. And now I'm wondering if the fucking of the phones is part of his kink world. Like, I just have so many questions. I'm in no way, shape, or form interested in the answers. So that's Michael. Moving on. Our next contestant is Ryan, and Ryan has no idea what he's doing on here. My guy, same. And this guy is reason number 576 why I have no idea why I'm here. I will let you pause to read this monstrosity, but allow me to paraphrase. Respectfully, of course. Chino, who is a whole-ass grown adult man, is looking for a woman to come to his house, make him food, sleep with him, respectfully. I mean, at least it's a guy that knows what he wants, unlike the last one who has no idea what he's doing on here. I feel like it's from one extreme to the next. Where's the middle ground, people? Where's the middle ground? It's almost like Ricardo knew. He knew I was getting frustrated. And I appreciate this, Ricardo. Thank you for telling me to relax. That really helps. I mean, men need to know. We need to educate the masses and let them know when they tell us to relax and calm down. It really helps. Like, they should do this more often. Am I right? Do you know how hard it is to keep a straight face doing this? Oh, Lord. Someone help me. Send help. Send help. Okay, I took a breath, I've gathered myself, but this guy's not going to help, okay? Because apparently nobody is serious about a committed relationship. No one's looking for love, yet this guy still has 2 years left to his prison sentence. How is this real life? Someone help me understand how this is actually real life. I feel like I'm on the wrong timeline. Like, can I just wake up on a different timeline tomorrow? Because this can't be it. I'm not losing hope yet, okay? There has to be a bio out there that is going to make us swoon, and it's not this one. I don't even know that I have words for Mark 36. It's really the emojis for me. Like, where did all the personalities go? And then feel free to message me why I don't message first. Melting emoji. What? I'm literally dying over here, y'all. I will find a good one. I promise. I'm on a mission. Could it be Randy, 47, who is looking for someone that won't lie or cheat or string him along? Tell me you have trauma without telling me you have trauma, and you probably aren't healed from it. I just feel like Randy is probably the type of guy who is, especially with me, because I know I'm a big personality. Like, I would make this guy probably cower in the corner and cry. Poor Randy. Should we make sure he's good? Send Randy help. Okay, I think that Randy and Antoine need to get together and have like a little powwow because this guy definitely needs his woman to be healed from whoever hurt her last because he's too old to be dealing with someone else's trauma. Now, I think this could be an interesting dynamic between Antoine and Randy. See, maybe I shouldn't be dating. Maybe I should be matchmaking instead. Okay, so this brings up actually an interesting point that I would love some perspective on because I've heard different sides of it, but y'all are my people and I trust your opinions. So, do you think that you can heal from previous trauma while starting a new relationship? Like, do you think that's possible or healthy for that matter? Or are you on the position where you should do your work by yourself, figure your shit out before you get involved with something new? And here is why I ask, because when I do talk to men or women for that matter, whoever I'm talking to in the moment, whether it's in person or on an app or wherever, not like I meet people in the wild because I don't leave my house, but you get where I'm going. If I hear that they have only been single for a short period of time, it's an immediate ick for me. And maybe that's a me issue, but I like for my person to be, I don't want to say completely healed because I know that a lot of trauma scars never go away, but I want you to be relatively a healed human before jumping into a new situation with me. But that's just a me thing, so you guys will have to weigh in down below. We're going to get into some stamping because I did finish up all of the dip. I didn't have to activate because gel, but I did give it a light buff over top and filed around the edge to make sure everything was nice and clean and pristine. So let's get into some stamping. I was kind of feeling like I was in a little bit of a Y2K emo type mood, and that's the vibe I was going for. I don't know if I pulled it off. Maybe it's in my head, I don't know. But I just thought this was so freaking cute. I don't know where I got this stamping plate from. I found it in my collection. I've probably had it for a good 6 years. I don't know. If I can find it or something similar, I'll leave it linked down below. But all I'm going to do is I'm using this one image on the stamp. But I did want to show you guys some stuff because I know stamping can be a little intimidating, especially if you're working on press-ons. If you're doing this on your natural nails, which you totally can, you don't need press-ons or extensions for anything. Rock your natural nails. If you have beautiful, long, or short, healthy nails that you love to show off, first of all, I hate you and I'm jealous, but also rock your natural nails. I just happen to be on a press-on nail journey and that's what I like to do. So that's what I'm doing. But you don't have to necessarily have a stamp that covers up the entire nail. And I'm going to show you how to remedy that here in a minute. I did pick up the whole image. And because I was in that kind of emo vibe, I decided I wanted to add a little bit of white detail. Just a little pop of white, because some of that negative space in that stamp is going to be the pastel underneath it, right? Putting a little pop of white, doing some reverse stamping. You do want to make sure if you're doing reverse stamping, you let this dry down for a good amount of time. You want to completely dry before you put it on the nail. Also, if you look over to the left, you can see that the nails are a little glossy. I did put a sticky base coat down on the nails to make those stamps really stick because you don't want to go through all of this and then have to stamp and stamp and stamp again because your stamps aren't transferring well. Trust me, use the sticky base coat. It'll be a headache saver for you guys who are trying to stamp. I'm also going to use a smudge-free top coat over top, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. Again, just getting in with that white, adding a little bit of detail, and then I'm going to let it dry down. It depends on your climate. I'm in Florida. It's usually pretty humid here. So I'm going to let this dry down for about 10-15 minutes. may not be necessary for y'all who are not in humid Florida, but make sure it's dry, because if you go in prematurely with this stamp, you are likely going to mush everything together. It's not going to look good. You're going to want to do it all over again. So you're going to get the stamp on the nail, and you're going to notice that I do have some space towards that free edge of the nail that is not covered by the stamp, and that's okay. It's all right. You're going to be fine. You don't need a giant stamp to cover an entire nail. I'm going to show you how to fix that. But look how cute that stamp is, and isn't that adorable? It's giving like Bratz vibes. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up that same stamp one more time and just take off whatever pieces I don't want. I just want a few pieces, a few elements to fill in those spaces. I'm going to do the same reverse stamping, the same that I did the first time. It's just going to be a smaller version. And once that's dry, I'll put that in the empty space on the nail and fill everything in. And you're never going to know that that stamp didn't cover the entire nail. Completely transitionless. You know what I mean. You're not going to know. Then I'm going to do a little isolated stamping. Nothing crazy. It just, you take a piece of Scotch tape, remove the images you don't want, and then stamp it on the nail. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So isolated stamping, I'm picking up that same exact image again, but I wanted the love with the heart above it. That's the only thing I wanted for a little accent on the pinky nail. So I'm just taking my tape, very carefully removing any and all images around that love and the heart. And then I'll stamp that right on the nail. That's it. You don't need to go crazy. Stamping does not need to be stressful. It could be relaxing. It could be fun, especially reverse stamping. If you are into coloring, whether it's like gel pens or coloring books or adult coloring books, whatever. If you're into coloring, reverse stamping is so going to be your thing. And look at how cute that looks. Absolutely adorable. Everything is cohesive. Everything goes together because I'm only using that one image. I'm going to throw on my smudge-free top coat. This is a necessary step for stamping. This is a water-based nail polish top coat. It will not drag the stamp that you put down. If you do not use this, if you skip that step, you have a really good chance of that polish smearing and running, and no one's going to be happy about that. So I put a matte gel top coat, a matte gel top coat over everything, and this is what the finished set looks like. I'm literally obsessed. I hope you guys love this. I hope you were entertained. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.